inspiration for the Dragon Pit obviously came from the hit show Game of Thrones. And it's been so popular over the years, almost every year that we've been in business, it's been going so long. And we had so many fans on staff and, that would nerd out all the time talking about Game of Thrones and what's happening on the next episode. And it's been so wildly popular, we decided, why don't we just make a full line out of it? And before we had the full line, we had two things. We had Andrew's Dragons, which he was getting really good at sculpting, and we had the Night King. And this was just a color combo we kind of stumbled on and said, hey, that looks a lot. It kind of reminds us of the Night King from the show. And so then we decided to take those two and expand and really fill it out. And as time went on, we went crazy with the dragons that we made and all the different colors and elements that we touched on over the years. The pinnacle of the Dragon Pit line is obviously the dragons themselves. This is one of the creations of Andrew Gudger, who's worked for us for a long time, very talented artist. This is one of the things he's practiced and refined the most and taken to that highest level of sculpting. The thing about dragons is, though, that you can't just sculpt them without a big team. You can't get them on the bong without a big team and everyone doing their thing right. So we took the best that Andrew had in terms of his detail, attention to detail, and really making that form come to life. And we added it into our process with everybody working at once in order to get all the parts on there, the wings, the horns, the dichro, getting them on 2-foot bongs. That really took a whole team and a whole company to do. The coloring of the pieces in this line is something that really stands out and made it what it is. If you're familiar with the show, you know there are some central themes. One of them is fire. So we gave almost everything in the line has a huge aspect of fire. And you see fire show up in all these different ways. You see the blue flames from the White Walkers and the dragon when it gets turned White Walker, or whatever you want to call that, when it becomes undead. You see the green flames of the wildfire exploding in Blackwater Bay, consuming everybody in its path. And you also see a lot of glow too. There's a lot of glowing in the dark elements, and glow in the dark is one of our strong suits with color that we use. So we had a lot of the pieces feature both flames in the different colors that you see from the show, and also on the body of the piece itself with that glow color being very strongly represented.